What's up, guys? It's Skippi Skip here, and yes, it is me, the Skippi Skip. And I don't know what I was gonna say, except for something that's completely unrelated to the video, which I was gonna say I just finished up playing Minecraft. Well, anyways, so I thought you probably read the the title of the video, so you know what it's already about. But I thought I'd talk about my middle school crush story or something. Okay, now this is like I haven't even talked about this in. So I don't talk about this. Not that I'm like trying not to. It's just it doesn't come up. But I was just watching like Toasted Noodle and mentioned crush or whatever. I was like, oh my, and like middle school crush. Like, oh my word, I had a middle school crush when I was in middle school, 6th grade, and then I had a separate middle school crush in 7th grade. So I thought I'd go over at least the 6th grade one because that is the more hairy, the more dicey one, the more, well, I wouldn't say hairy or dicey, but it's just whatever. So how do I put this? So, like, of course, I'm not going to give the name of this person. If someone who I went to school with watches this video, I don't want to embarrass this person at all or whatever. And if someone actually, if they like manage to guess the name or if they, wow, that Minecraft is really loud. If they manage to get the name of this person, I'm definitely going to delete the comment because I'm trying to keep their identity secret. But anyways, so I'm going to talk about my middle school crush. So it starts all back in 5th grade, okay? And 5th grade, there's this girl. So like 5th grade was like the last year of elementary school where I come from. And 5th grade, I was in this group of 4. And we're doing a whatchamacallit, some sort of project. It was like traveling across the country or whatever, and there's this. I was with 2 girls, and I was with one of my best friends in the world, like still one of my best friends to this day. And anyways, you'd ever heard the phrase if someone is bullying you or whatever, or not bullying you, like, if a girl, like for like a girl and a guy scenario, if one of the two is is acting kind of mean or teasing, then they like you or whatever. Well, I don't know how true, or like I think that kind of stuck in my mind into 6th grade because this girl who I was with, who I got to give her some sort of name, so I want to say Amanda. Okay, this girl's name is Amanda. Karen's not fitting, but Amanda. Okay, this girl Amanda, she was kind of, I don't want to me, like, see, I'm sure that my brain is pretty skewed right now at the, like, what really happened, because all I just remember is not working well with this girl, not at all. And my mind was telling me she's mean. I even had a little bit of a I even went to the corner once and cried. But that's besides the story. So anyways, that's 5th grade. It's kind of like the start of, maybe the start of it all. Then there's 6th grade. 6th grade, it's a new school, it's middle school, and I don't know, but I think it was like 2nd quarter, I think it is. I think it's 2nd quarter, and I develop a crush on the girl who I thought was mean to me last year. I tried talking myself out of this. I telling you, I tried talking myself out. I was like, she's a jerk. You don't want to like her, okay? She's a jerk. But I was like, well, but I just couldn't talk myself out of it. And not to mention, what I could piece together from like the previous year was she went to church. And that was also one of the things that stuck out to me. Why? Because we had like a show and tell or something in class or something back in 5th grade, and she talked about this club named Awana, and I was like, I went to one of those clubs. I mean, like I like at that time I didn't go to it anymore, but I was like, I used to go to one of those clubs. Yeah, she must go to church because that's a Christian club. I remember liking that, and then I got too old. but yeah, so I was like, oh, okay. So like it kind of stuck with me in sixth grade, whatever, and I kind of liked her. And then, you know, you're like, at this age, you're kind of new to like feelings, like lovey-dovey feelings or whatever you want to call them. And you just don't know what to do. I'm gonna be straight up honest. Even today, I'm 20 years old now, and I was like 11 and 12 back in sixth grade, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and anyways, you don't know what you're doing back, at that time. You really don't. I mean, well, I guess some people do because they're smooth talkers, but then you gotta be wary of those smooth talkers. Just saying. But anyways, I come with this really dumb idea because I don't know what I'm doing, and it always seems to work in the movies. I decided to write a note. Before I wrote it, though, I asked a girl that I went to church with, who I knew was friends with this girl. I was like, "Hey, can you give this note? Or hey, would you mind giving me, or would you mind if I give you a note to give to this one girl, Amanda?" And then she was like, "Sure, I can do that." I was like, "Can you please not tell her who gave it?" And she's like, "Sure." and so I write up a note. I don't know. It's like I put out like a full sheet of loose leaf, no, not even loose leaf papers, straight from the notepad. 70 sheet notepad, one subject. And I wrote like I think a couple of lines. I mean I didn't say I like you. Oh, I remember. So it was something along the lines of opposites attract, or something like that. It was like a little bit cryptic, but I thought it was good enough for her to figure out. I thought it was a little bit romantic. So I write it up, and then I got this. I was inspired by the Cat in the Hat. Okay, I watched it from the little cartoon show that they had, and then I gave it to the girl who eventually gave it to Amanda. Again, it's the fake name. Amanda's not her real name. I'm not telling the real name. Well, I think it was like later that day or the next day, the girl who initially gave the note comes back to me and asks, what did the note mean? So I was too nervous to admit that I like her straight to this girl's face. No, I mean, like, not. I was afraid to admit to the girl who was transferring the note that I liked Amanda. So I said, I'll write her note. So I write up a note, give it to the girl. I want to call this, I got to give this girl a name. I was going to say Messenger. The girl's name is Messenger. So I give the note to Messenger, and it literally said in the note, what I meant was I like you, or something close to that. Like, I did use the words I like you. So then I write a couple more notes throughout the year, and I eventually put like a brand on the note. Like, I mean, it was like a Lego brick. Put a brand on it, but I didn't, put like any names or anything on there. Just drew a picture. It was like, this is my brand. It's a Lego brick. And it was like maybe one day she'll connect the dots, because I was literally writing that brand on just like my notepad or whatever. It's like, maybe she'll connect the dots, like see that and look at one of her previous notes, and it was like, voila, we fall in love. But I don't know, it was like, but I was also really nervous to put it on there, but I put it on there anyway. So nonetheless, I just put my mark on the paper there, and then like these next two notes. So I don't hear anything about, I mean, like I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was literally, in my mind, I was expecting this girl, Amanda, to just figure it out, and then to hold my hand one day or something. Like, I'm not even joking you. I'm like, it was like, something straight out of a movie. Like, that's how crazy I was thinking. Like, because I don't know anything other than what the movies show me. Literally, I don't know anything. So, I mean, I know more now, but I still don't know anything. But anyways, I remember it's coming to like close to the end of the year. And at the end of the year, if you had, like, so my school went by a number grade rather than a letter grade. A 0 and 1 were like really bad grades. Like a 0 would be equivalent to an F. A 1 would be equivalent to like a D. A 2 would be equivalent to a C. 3 a B, and 4 an A. You get the idea. And as long as we didn't have any ones or zeros on our report cards throughout the entire year, that we can go to Mount Olympus and then have a lot of fun. Yeah. So I didn't have any ones and zeros. Neither did my crush. And we ended up going to Mount Olympus. We did, but we didn't sit by each other, whatever. And I had a note written up the night before because I'm going to reveal myself to her that I was the one writing the notes. And I was thinking this way, okay, as she's leaving, I'm just gonna hand her the note and walk away. And I'm just thinking that. And I'm thinking, I have the note, I have a little backpack with me or something. No, I don't think I did actually have a backpack, but it was in my pocket. That's it. The note was in my pocket throughout the whole day, having fun and everything. Actually, I went in Hades that year too. Or maybe it wasn't Hades, maybe it wasn't that year, it might have been the next, but that was the year when the roller coaster got stuck at the bottom of Hades. It was my first time on it, whatever. It was the biggest roller coaster in the park. But anyways, I got this note in my pocket all day at Mount Olympus, and then I was I think it was an hour before we're supposed to, get ready to go and leave. I just I sit at a bench that is on the way out to the exit. There's no way you can't pass this bench to leave the park. There's no way you can't. And I was just thinking of this just thinking of just hand to her as she's walking by, hey, I got this note for you. Someone gave it to me. And then walk away. Something like that. And that never happened. I chickened out, I chickened out. I did. And probably for the best too. Just say it. Probably for the best. Because, whether or not they went to church, I don't think they're apostolic Pentecostal. Just saying. So, that's practically my story of my 6th grade middle school crush. And then that did last into 7th grade. I didn't write any notes in 7th grade. I'm telling you, I did not write any notes in 7th grade. But I think it was halfway through the semester. A girl from down south moves into town, and they start going to my church that I'm going to. So they're apostolic Pentecostal. At this time, I don't really know much apostolic Pentecostal. I don't know much would believe at all. I was still wearing shorts at that time. But anyways, and then eventually I switched my crush. I was on my mind, I'm battling. And it's do I forget about Amanda and go for this new girl or not? This new girl was to me, knock dead gorgeous. Okay. And just, really close to my age, really close. But, but I didn't do anything as crazy. Actually, I didn't do anything crazy. The craziest thing that would have happened was a birthday party we held here for my dog, who is now dead at this point in time. But, and she came along with other friends from church who had dogs. But, so that's the story. That's it. If you want to maybe get another story every now and then, because this is my first story I've told. But if you want to get a story every now and then, why don't you go ahead and leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment about why you hate me so much. And oh yeah, I got my community tab back if y'all didn't notice. For the longest time, it was restricted because my YouTube channel was quote unquote a kids channel. Which it's not exactly a kids channel. I was just afraid of getting sued, so I just said kids channel, and then from then on out, I made manually. Yeah, forget it. Yep. Okay. Bye, guys.